So I'm pushing this bush down, and all of a sudden I look to my left and I see sparks. And I look to my front and I see a power pole laying down. So I had knocked this power line down with my cat.
Merle!
Hey!
How are things?
Things are okay, I'm just complaining.
It's got to be 3 summers ago they were capping the highway, and the high line was marked on both sides of the highway, and they had signs up on both sides of the highway. It was all very well marked, and they've got these dump trucks that are lifting way above the line, and they had a flag person there that was marking the loads and everything, and neither the trucker or her saw what was going on, and he hooked the bottom line and tore it off. And SAS Power was called, and it shut the power down for the communities on both sides of the line. And it was a big deal, you could tell, and everybody, that's the first thing out of everybody's mouth. It could have been worse. There was nobody hurt, and that's it was unbelievable. We talk about being aware of where highlands are, but we're not professionally trained.
A crane, the guy had turned the crane over the power line, and there was a guy leaning on the truck, and it went through him. And shot it like it was, and I just drove up, and he was on the ground, and so we gave him CPR. I betcha I smelled and breathed burnt flesh for a month. That it was in my lungs, and it was different. I mean, I could only imagine what went through his body for what I had seen. What I had felt.
Accidents like that, whether it be underground power, overhead power, I think it's got to the point where it's almost like cancer, that you know somebody that's been affected by cancer. We all do. And it's getting to the point where we all know somebody that's been in a fatal or a extremely catastrophic, near, like a close call with a power line.
Our auger now that we use on a regular basis is higher at the lowest point than what the old auger we had, as high as it would go to the top. I said, it's an accident waiting to happen. And it was. And I mean, thinking back, it was a long-term plan to get rid of that thing for safety. I didn't want no part of an accident. I'd like to think that both my dad and my father-in-law would be proud of what we've done here. It's not about the money. It's about the lifestyle and growing food for the world. I think it's corny, but it's true.